Okay, so we're getting into the top 20 here now. So, without further ado, coming in at number 20, a Asian horror film. Yes, Asian horror. I said Asian horror film that I think all non-Asian horror film fans, or all, you know what I mean. People who don't like this stuff will like. This is a movie called 2LDK. It has no long-haired ghosts in it. It has no supernatural elements at all. It's basically the story of two roommates who get on each other's nerves to the point where they start trying to kill each other. And the whole thing turns into this epic battle royale to the death in this tiny apartment. It's just a great, great little film. Really overlooked. If you hate Japanese horror movies, see this. You will like this. Great film. You can pick it up. I can't remember who put it out. TLA put it out, so you can get it pretty easily. Yeah, 2LDK, number 20. I say check it out. You'll like it. Coming in at number 19. One of the more effective monster movies in a long time. Jeepers Creepers by the notorious Victor Salva. This is just a great kind of monster movie. Does a good job of building a mythos. One of the more interesting things with Salva's film, and this one in particular, is that it plays with gender roles within the horror genre to a certain degree. That's not surprising considering Salva's reputation and history. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look him up on Wikipedia. I won't go into that here. But yeah, Jeepers Creepers is just a solid, excellent monster movie. If you haven't seen this, or you've been putting it off because of Salva or something, see Jeepers Creepers. So that's Jeepers Creepers at 19. Coming in at number 18, long-awaited film, Trick or Treat. This anthology film finally came out on beautiful Blu-ray. Just a great, solid, fun Halloween movie. I can definitely see this as being a movie I'll probably pop in every Halloween. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love John Carpenter's Halloween, but watching it every Halloween can be a little tiresome sometimes. So, Trick or Treat, if you love anthology movies like I do, it's great. Well directed, well shot, good cast, intertwined like a Tarantino Pulp Fiction kind of plot. Trick or Treat, check it out. Listen to the hype, because the hype is actually accurate this time. So that's Trick or Treat at 18. Coming in at 17, we have a film that has not been released in this country. All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. This is actually a British Blu-ray, which is regionless, if you'd like to get it. You can get it on Amazon UK pretty cheap. There was a lot of hype over this film, All the Boys Love Mandy Lane, when it first came out in the festival circuits. And rightfully so. This is a solid kind of thriller. It sounds very standard. A bunch of kids go to a house for the weekend. When their classmate shows up and starts knocking them off. That sounds very typical. There's actually a lot more to it than that. So it's pretty solid. There's really good performances in this. I find myself coming back to this quite a bit. I like it just as much, if not more, every time I watch it. So if you can, check out All the Boys Love Mandy Lane at number 17. At number 16, Lucky McKee's May. For those of you who've never seen a Lucky McKee film, you've noticed that I mentioned The Woods earlier in the countdown. Lucky McKee is easily one of the more talented directors of the last decade. Unfortunately, commercially, he has not had a lot of success. He did The Woods. He did May first. He did The Woods, which is excellent. He did an episode of Masters of Horror, which isn't bad. And then he directed Red, which he was fired off of before the editing process took place. Don't ask me why, I don't know. So the guy's had a rough time. But no matter what happens in his career, he'll always be remembered for a film like May, starring the lovely Angela Bettis. Again, this is very much a dark fairy tale type story. I don't want to say too much about it if you haven't seen it. All I can say, very, very dark and somewhat comic and chilling at times. It's just a fantastic movie. That's May at 16. Coming in at 15, High Tension, or Hot Tension, depending on what country you're in. When I first saw this movie, I really didn't like it very much. I was very put off by the ending. But since then, I can't get over the fact that this movie is just so well shot and made and acted, and regardless of the twist, whether it works or not, it's just a fantastic horror film, and probably Alexander Aja's first and last great horror film. This is not American. None of these American editions are great. The subtitles aren't very accurate. If you have a player that'll play foreign Blu-rays or DVDs, maybe pick up a British edition. The British editions are really nice. But yeah, that's High Tension or Hot Tension, coming in at number 15. Coming in at number 14, 28 Weeks Later. 28 Days Later did not make the top 50. I won't go into too much reasons as to why, other than the fact that while a visually very effective film, plot-wise is insanely derivative. But 28 Weeks Later is definitely, I find it to be superior. Just more of an interesting story, interesting characters. The photography by Juan Carlos Fresnadillo is pretty excellent. There's just some really creepy stuff in this. Robert Carlyle is great. This is just really an underappreciated movie and a rare sequel that's better than the original. So that's 28 Weeks Later at number 14. Number 13, another Asian movie. I know there's a lot of them on my list, but I like to think they're all slightly exceptional. This is Our Point. Our Point is part of the military horror microgenre, and deals with a Korean army base that receives mysterious transmissions from a battalion or patrol they thought lost, and so they go in search of them. And it's just really creepy and atmospheric. I mean, it's kind of akin to Session 9 in terms of its creepiness and atmosphere. So yeah, Our Point, check it out. If you hate Asian horror, check it out. I think you'll like it. But then I am a sucker for the military horror microgenre. So that's Our Point at 13. At number 12, more controversy, Hostel 2. I know Hostel 1 made way back towards the bottom of the list. I find Hostel 2 to actually be much better. I actually like Hostel 2. I've actually watched it more than once. I know you all probably think I'm fucking crazy, but I don't know. I just like there's not a lot of, I don't know. I can't even. I'm not going to really go into it. I like the sexual subtext and the lesbian main character, and it's not quite as. It's a little more intelligent. I know it's a little more intelligent than the first one. I don't know. Just something about it really works for me. So that's Hostel 2 at 12. Hostel 2 at 12. So, number 11. I just mentioned it a few moments ago. Brad Anderson's Session 9. Fantastic, creepy, film, amazing atmosphere, great location, shot on location at the Danvers Institute for the Mentally Insane, a state mental hospital, which is now no longer in existence except for the main part of the building. The rest has been turned into condominiums. But yeah, Session 9, this has been an underground hit since it came out. If you've seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about and why. If you haven't, get your ass out there and see Session 9, because it's really fucking killer and is creepy as shit. I won't go into the plot, but come on, this guy's in a creepy insane asylum, and Brad Anderson's a talented dude. So, Session 9, check it out, number 11.